with that, I recognize Senator Sanders.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Let me thank our panelists for being with us. Thanks for holding this important hearing. And I think you and I will agree that being a railroader is a tough job. And I want to thank the many, many thousands of people who get up in the morning and 365 days a year, maintain our trains and make sure that the goods and the products that they deliver get to the places they're supposed to be on time. It's a tough job, and we very much appreciate how they keep our economy going. Mr. Chairman, last year I was pleased when I was chairman of the committee to work in a bipartisan way. Former Senator Mike Braun, Republican, worked with me on it to help lead the effort to ensure that our nation's rail workers receive paid sick leave. And that was quite a struggle, and I think we had some success. And I will soon be introducing legislation to make certain that every worker in America has at least 7 paid sick days, not a radical idea. For far too long, rail workers have been overworked and underappreciated. But, Mr. Chairman, there is one very good thing that has been accomplished. In the 1930s, way back when, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt made a commitment to our nation's rail workers that after a lifetime of work, they would receive a secure income in retirement. FDR also made sure that railroad workers would receive a decent disability and unemployment benefits. And those promises have been kept for over 90 years. Last year, 475,000 railroad retirees and their families received retirement benefits, 8,600 received unemployment benefits, and nearly 19,000 rail workers received disability benefits. The average pension for a retired rail worker is $3,575 a month. Rail workers who have been on the job for 30 years and retire at the age of 60 receive more than $4,500 a month. That is the good news, and that is the type of defined benefit retirement system that I believe should be expanded to every worker in America. There was once a time when if you worked for a large company, you received strong defined benefit retirement. You had a strong defined benefit retirement plan. In many cases, that is no longer the situation, and I would like to bring that back. So many people in our country, Mr. Chairman, retire and they have virtually nothing in the bank. And in the richest country on earth, we should be doing better than that. So the good news is that we have accomplished something. The bad news is, Mr. Chairman, that the Railroad Retirement Board's budget has been flat for several years. As a result of this insufficient funding, it takes an average of 470 days for the Railroad Retirement Board to determine if a worker is eligible to receive disability benefits. That's a bit absurd. Rail workers are forced to wait up to 2.5 hours on the phone to receive the assistance they need from the RRB. Many field offices and rail communities have been forced to shut down or substantially reduce their services. And even when it is determined that a worker is eligible to receive disability benefits, it can take 18 months or longer for them to receive those benefits. And in my view, that is unacceptable. And that is why I strongly support the request of the rail unions and management to provide $170 million in funding for the Railroad Retirement Board. This is not an unreasonable request. It would roughly match inflation since 2019. It is urgently needed to improve customer service for rail workers and their families and to make sure that they receive the benefits they have earned and deserve. And Mr. Chairman, since the agency's administrative costs are funded entirely through payroll taxes paid by the rail industry, this budget increase would not cost taxpayers 1 cent. It would not increase the deficit, and it would not need to be offset. I look forward to working with you and the members of this committee to make that a reality. Thank you very much.